Like it or not, whether it's right or wrong, people and society as a whole are at this very moment judging you on your appearance. There's no getting away from it. A person who's in shape, muscular, whose clothes fit well, is seen as a person who has their life together, a successful person, and also as a good catch by the opposite sex. While the person who's overweight is seen as someone who's lazy, someone who has no self-respect, no self-control, and someone who can't control their eating habits. In short, an overweight person in today's society is treated like a second-class citizen, someone to be disgusted by. Have you ever felt like that? Like a second-class citizen? I know you have. Well, that's all about to change. Whether you're young or old, male or female, or failed 1,000 times with every diet or weight loss gizmo you ever tried, even if you have bad genes, bad luck, or downright think you've heard it all when it comes to losing weight, it's not your fault that you're fat. And in this short 6-minute video, which will be gone in a few days, I'll tell you why it's not your fault and show you how to burn off that ugly stomach fat super fast and to get that lean, flat stomach that will drive the opposite sex crazy. Imagine, after applying the tips shown in this video, the new you walking down the street in your best-looking trendy outfit that fits so much better. You walk past a group of hot-looking people, and instead of them laughing at you like they usually do, they all stop and stare and enviously look at your hot body that just 4 months ago you didn't have. Do you want to lose your excess body fat without the struggle and become hot and attractive to the opposite sex? Do you want to go through life a leaner you without having to feel excluded from life by the lean and attractive people who look down on you? Hi, my name is Hugo Bolden, and I know what I'm talking about. I know how people in society in general look down on overweight people and treat them as social misfits and outcasts, and I know how society treats overweight people as objects of both fun and scorn. How do I know all this? Because I've been through it all. The constant fat jokes, the shop assistant's disgusted looks when I'm buying clothes, teenagers shouting abuse at me in the street, the stereotype of the fat person being jolly and funny, so it's okay to mock him. You see, I used to be a fat person, so I know exactly what it's like. I'm not some kind of doctor or so-called dietitian or any type of so-called weight loss expert. Most of these people have never been fat a day in their lives, so how in the heck can they tell you and me how to lose our unwanted body fat? As I was saying, I know how it feels to be fat. But I lost 62 pounds of fat in 4 months and 22 inches off my stomach. And you can too, very easily, if you just know the real truth to losing fat. And if you listen to and focus intently on every word I say from start to finish in this very short video presentation, by the time it finishes, you'll have discovered a never-fail, foolproof way of losing all the fat you ever wanted to. In fact, you'll be so delighted and amazed at just how easy it is to lose the fat. To start you on your road to permanent fat loss, near the end of the video, I'm going to reveal to you a simple and extremely easy to do method that you can do straight away and start knocking inches off your stomach. But more on that later. First, if you're anything like I was when I was in your position, and I know you are, then you know that real answers to permanent fat loss are rare. And not only are they rare, but they're also drowned out by the hyped-up, never-work, late-night TV fat loss products that flood your TV adverts and inbox all day, every day. Please be under no illusion. One of the many secret methods that you'll discover during this short video presentation is the real deal. It works. And not only did it work for me, it also managed to help a dear former fat friend of mine, Diana, who's 40 years old. Diana was a very busy mom of 2 4-year-old girls. She lost about 39 pounds and 14 inches off her waist, giving her a flat stomach again. Make no mistake about it. I've been there where you are now. Overweight, no energy, no or low self-esteem. You'll find it hard to shop for clothes because most of the clothing shops that sell the trendy type of clothes that we actually want to wear don't stock your size, which means going to that embarrassing plus-size store, which destroys your self-esteem even more. Your health is at risk because being overweight brings a lot of physical problems as well as diabetes and heart problems. If you have kids, the problem of not being able to watch your kids grow up because you're fat and may not live long enough is a major fear that haunts you on a daily basis. I know what it's like not being able to go out in public because of embarrassment. Being fat means people judge you, bully you, and look down on you, even if they don't know you. I've also felt the embarrassment and pain of rejection. The opposite sex won't show you any love or attraction because being fat is not attractive. And even if you have a partner, he or she would much rather have a healthy, sexy-looking partner, even if they don't say it out loud. Lack of social interaction was also a big problem for me when I was fat, and I'm sure it is for you. It's a vicious circle. Sure, you've tried to lose the fat before many, many times, but nothing worked. Then you started to get desperate. You turned to the weight loss industry to help you. You started in on the diets and the diet books, and when they didn't work, you started in on the diet shakes and pills. And what happened? Nothing. It's not your fault. Who's at fault? Let me tell you the dirty little secret of the $46 billion a year weight loss industry. They don't want you to lose weight. Why? Because it's in their best interest to keep you overweight and searching for that silver bullet that'll finally rid you of your fat. And the more you search, the more money you'll spend, which means that you'll be giving your hard-earned cash over to them for as far into the future as possible, as they produce and market more and more of their useless weight loss products. They're already making billions selling weight loss products that either don't work or the fat loss effects are only temporary, so why would they invent and sell a weight loss product that actually works? Everyone would lose weight. It would destroy their marketplace, kill their multi-billion-dollar-a-year golden goose. And as we're on the topic of what doesn't work in fat loss, I want to bust a couple of fat loss myths that you've probably heard of. Myth number 1, the best way to lose weight is to eat less. Many people turn to crash dieting as a quick fix solution. Actually, there's nothing wholesome to be gained by starving yourself or skipping your meals. These are only acts of self-deprivation which put your metabolism and your mood off balance. Plus, you'll find yourself in your pajamas at night, standing in front of the open refrigerator, devouring everything in your path to stop that intense hunger. Myth number 2, a low to zero calorie diet will get the job done. This second myth is just as false as the first. Sticking to a diet of having low or no calorie content won't be good for you. Once your metabolism detects that there's a significant drop in your calorie intake, as a protective mechanism, it'll adjust by burning less and storing more. Inevitably, what follows next is weight gain. Myth number 3, you can shortcut your way to weight loss without any exercise. Accept the fact that you do need to exercise. That is, if you want to lose weight steadily and healthily, you have to snap out of the lazy lifestyle and start working out minimally. But let me stress, your workouts do not have to be long. In fact, I'll show you simple to do exercises that will only take a short couple of minutes to do that burns more fat than a 45-minute jog. So don't believe these myths. Now, with all that misinformation and scam products out there, it was hard to find the real truth. But that's what I decided to do. I got so fed up with the weight loss industry that I decided to completely ignore them and find the truth for myself. I started testing every food out there to see what made me gain fat and what melted it off me. I went out there and I did everything from doing the long cardio to doing 10 minutes of cardio to see which one produces the best results, that is more fat loss. After being lied to for such a long time by the weight loss industry, I didn't trust anyone, so I did it all on my own. And using that method of trial and error and using myself as a human guinea pig, I finally found the truth. The real secrets to losing fat and keeping it off forever. As a result, I lost 62 pounds with no effort, and you can do the same. I gotta tell you, I was ecstatic when I finally cracked the secrets, but I needed to prove to myself that my findings would work for other people and not just me. So I revealed the secrets to a good friend of mine. I spoke about her earlier, Diana, my former fat friend. Now, she's always wanted to lose the weight she gained from her 2 pregnancies. But like you and me, she fell into the same weight loss industry traps, buying into the useless fat loss diets and products. So I shared the secrets I discovered with Diana, and I waited to see what happened. She followed the directions I gave her, and she lost about 39 pounds and 14 inches off her waist, giving her a flat stomach again. She finally became hot again, and men walking down the street started noticing her again. "Hey, sexy," is what most men would yell at Diana as she confidently walked the streets with her newfound hot body. I was overjoyed for her, and she was crying tears of happiness. In fact, if it wasn't for Diana, you wouldn't even have the chance to learn the secrets that allowed both of us to lose so much weight. Wait, let me rephrase that. That allowed both of us to get our lives back. Because it was Diana that physically slapped me up the side of the head and convinced me that I had to offer it to people that needed it most. Depressed, overweight people like you. The real secrets of losing fat are so far removed from the rubbish peddled by the global weight loss industry, it's like a completely different language. But before I tell you how you can get your hands finally on the real truth about fat loss, I want to keep the promise I made to you at the start of the video. I promised to give you one extremely easy method of losing inches from your stomach that I've used and has worked for me. Weird tip. To flatten your belly and lose inches, do the vacuum pose. This is the Rolls Royce of all belly flattening exercises. Suck in your belly, hold it in, rest. Repeat 15 times. That's all there is to it. Some details. Now you suck in the belly button and the lower abs. Focus on that. And another detail, hold that pose for as long as possible, at least 15 seconds. It sounds super silly, but I discovered these tricks online during my experiment and tried them out. They're free, so give it a try and be stunned. Now, one of the things you're going to love about the real true secrets of fat loss is that they work for everyone, and you don't need any special or fancy equipment, and you don't even need to go to the gym. If you follow the steps I've laid out for you, you'll burn your fat off fast. Just like I did. I lost 62 pounds of fat in 4 months and 22 inches off my stomach. Just like Diana did. She lost 39 pounds and 14 inches off her waist without starving or exercising like an animal. And those simple steps are laid out for you in the Weight Loss Bully Manual. And I can truly tell you that it's the last fat-burning manual you'll ever need. I've created a step-by-step, easy-to-read manual that contains every single one of the fat-burning secrets that I discovered during my research. The manual is laid out in 8 in-depth chapters covering every aspect of what I've learned along my fat loss journey, with every page of my guide containing a method or secret to losing weight that's so simple that if applied, you'll notice results as soon as the next week. And for your convenience, the second you buy it, you get instant access to the manual, no waiting around for me to ship it. At this stage, I'm sure you're wondering what exactly you'll learn in the Weight Loss Bully Manual. Well, here's just a fraction of the information you'll learn. A simple 90-second exercise trick that'll cut your exercise time in half. Oh, did I mention that this is the single most effective way to peel away fat as quickly and as humanly possible? Hint, this exercise method works even better for women on page 40. The fat-burning miracle food. This particular food is a godsend for instant fat burn. In fact, by just eating this once a day, you can increase your metabolic rate by a mind-blowing 25%. You absolutely must start adding this food to your diet right now, and you can find out what this food is on page 26. Drink your fat away. Some might call it cheating, but there is a wonder liquid that you can use to quite literally drink your fat away. Hey, you might know what this liquid is, but there's a certain way of drinking it which maximizes fat loss, and you'll find it on page 47. Why exercising less will help you lose more? You'd be surprised that there's a specific low-intensity exercise that actually burns more fat than intense jogging and cardio put together, page 48. Sinful dishes, the top 10 foods and meals that you should avoid like the plague. Some of these foods are actually recommended by the so-called weight loss experts. Find that on page 27. Plus much more. Rodney B. from Fort Lauderdale says about the Weight Loss Bully, I lost 31 pounds of fat in 12 freaking weeks, plus 15 pounds in the months following, and I feel amazing. My confidence is increasing slowly but surely, and I actually feel excited about going to the mall to shop for clothes. Sandra Van Dries from Rancho Cucamonga, California says about the Weight Loss Bully, not 234 pages of technical blah, 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 just the facts on how to lose fat fast. I kept losing a steady 4 pounds per week, and after 10 weeks, I lost about 38.6 pounds, give or take. I can't give up on my Krispy Kreme donuts. I even let my mom read the manual. As you see, real people losing fat. Remember, it wasn't you that was at fault. It was the products that you were using. They're designed to make you fail in order for you to gain more weight and desperately find another weight loss product to purchase from them. But the fat loss system outlined in the Weight Loss Bully Manual, which is based on the true secrets of fat loss, is so ingeniously simple that anyone can make it work for them. And I mean anyone, because that's the way I designed it. Step by step to use, while at the same time giving maximum results so you can lose at least 5 pounds of pure fat per week without starving to death or having to exercise like an Olympic marathon runner. And before you ask, there's no catch. You don't need a gym filled with huge muscle men and veins popping out of their legs and tall-legged, sexy-looking women who all look like bikini models. You don't need special equipment. You don't need any type of training to use the information. You don't need fancy and ultimately useless supplements, so no weird secret acai berry. And all the food you need, you can easily find in your local supermarket. Now, you have 3 choices here. Your first choice is to do nothing and stay overweight and keep eating your life away. Your second choice is to stay in the trap set for you by the global weight loss machine and keep buying their useless products and diets and believing they're less than truthful marketing. And your third choice is to use the secrets contained in the Weight Loss Bully Manual to set yourself free. Free from that soft belly, thigh, and chin fat. Free from the global weight loss machine. Free from ridicule. No more bullying or gossip behind your back. I have shown you how to set yourself free, but only you can make that choice. Right this very second, as you're listening to my voice, millions of people around the world are making a decision that will change their lives for the better. Are you going to be one of them? When you purchase the Weight Loss Bully Manual, I also give you free of charge Metabolism Meals, a guide valued at $27 on how to prepare those delicious fat-burning meals. Fast Fitness, a guide valued at $37 on fast fitness routines to burn more fat than doing boring cardio for hours at a time. And finally, Fitness for Teens, worth $27. It's a fun guide on how teens can lose weight fast without sacrificing delicious foods. Now, you're probably wondering how much this guide's going to cost. I was told by my family and friends, and people have seen how much weight I and other people have lost using the secrets in the Weight Loss Bully Manual and the bonus manuals to sell it for at least $127. I know you'll agree, even $127 is a small price to pay for what the manual can achieve for you. I bet if I did sell it for $127, you wouldn't complain. I mean, it's still a hell of a lot less than what the weight loss companies are selling their useless products and diets for. But I'm not going to sell it for that price. The reason I'm even selling this manual is to give you a fighting chance. And having been in that position where every small cent mattered, I know that a small price like $127 may put it out of reach for the very people I want to get it to. And with that in mind, I'm going to sell this amazing, life-changing manual and the fat loss secrets it contains for the measly sum of just $47, which is like 10 cups of coffee at Starbucks. Everyone who knows me thinks I'm crazy to let it go at this insanely low price, but for me, it's about helping people who are where I used to be, overweight and miserable, get to where I am now, my perfect weight, healthy and happy with life. And I'm so utterly convinced that the secrets outlined in the Weight Loss Bully Manual will work as well for you as they have for myself and Diana, that I'm willing to take a huge chance and offer you the following guarantee. If within 60 days from now, after following the plan outlined in the manual, you don't see a decrease in your weight, I insist that you contact me at support@weightlossbully.com, and I'll refund your money, no questions asked and no quibbles. Plus, you can keep the book and the bonuses. As I already said, you have three choices. The first choice is to do nothing and stay overweight. Your second choice is to stay in that trap set for you by the global weight loss machine and keep buying their useless products and diets and believing their less than truthful marketing and stay overweight and probably gain even more weight. Your third choice is to use the secrets contained in the Weight Loss Bully Manual to set yourself free. Free from fat, free from the global weight loss machine, free from ridicule. I've shown you how to set yourself free, but only you can make that choice, the choice to free yourself. I don't know how long I'll be offering the manual for sale. Please don't leave thinking that you can come back at another time and get the manual. There's a huge possibility that the site's going to be gone as soon as tomorrow, or I've increased the price back to $127 and you'll have missed your chance. Don't let that happen, please. Right this very second, as you're listening to my voice, millions of people around the world are making a decision that will change their lives for the better. Are you going to be one of them? All you have to do is click the Add to Cart button underneath this video. The sooner you decide what's important to you, the better. Imagine yourself in 6 months when your weight has dropped massively. You look back at today and you feel relieved that you made the right decision. Imagine how good you'll feel when you do finally click the Add to Cart button, because only you can make the decision to lose weight. Only you can make the decision to finally free yourself from fat. What's your decision? See you on the inside. You go.